So, welcome to the English presentation of EXW, a great opportunity. What's here to come from a Europe country in Austria. First, a little bit disclaimer. Please do not record it as I recorded by myself and put it on video on YouTube for everybody. So I don't want to float it around in the internet. And the second thing I want to mention, I'm also a normal normal team partner like you, and I'm not responsible for the successful work of EXW, but I have some confidence that they do a really good job. The other things you can read by yourself, and if some of these terms isn't appropriate, the legal part, what I mentioned here or what I did want to tell there, is taking place of these things here. So what we offer you, I speak about we in EXW since I'm a normal team partner, but it's easier to say we or I in the next presentation. So we have daily expenses every day. So it's very good to have also daily earnings and daily payouts. This is what we offer here. There is a very good lucrative compensation plan. And if you calculate it up, do some math, it will become, it will take you like you're grinning all the day as you see how much you can earn here. There is a team with a lot of experience here. And I'm gonna tell something about Benjamin because you saw him probably on a photo or something like that, and see he's a very young man, but with very, very lots of experience. And also the community is all of the things here, because the bigger the company comes or gets, and the faster this goes, the more safe it is for us, because in the new economy we need to be to grow big and fast in a very, very short period of time. So here you have a look at the customer back office. There is the EXW wallet and also the value increase through the EXW token. I'm gonna explain that a little bit later. We can deposit in cryptocurrency, so at the moment Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we can deposit in euro. At the moment, every country who has a SEPA contact to Austrian bank, so you can deposit in euro and transfer it to cryptocurrency, also the EXW token. This is Benjamin Herzog. He's CEO of the Viva Payment Solution. That is the exchange in Austria that is working since over a year already. So we don't start at zero, we start at a very high level. And this is what I'm really lucky about or glad about it, because we don't start by trusting. We know already that it's working, and we have many things that is already working, and we jump in an existing moving company. The Viva Payment Solutions is providing the exchange service for the EXW token, and the EXW token is also like a GmbH in Austria in Slovenia. Why Slovenia? Slovenia is the most crypto-friendliest company in Europe. So when you go to them and say, I want to do a crypto token, they know what to do. And if you, for example, do that in Germany, they have question marks in the eyes and don't know what to do. So why you do that complicated if you have a country who knows what to do? So what I wanted to tell, sorry for that, I just got to jump one page backwards. He is 20 years of age at the moment. That seems young, but he started his very own business, his first business, with 15 years. I don't know what I did with 15 years. I think bicycle riding. So he started with 15, and in the last 4 years he did also already 18 projects as a service provider or by himself. He's running that in the last 4 years. So he has a lot of experience in a very short period of time, and he knows what to do and how to plan it and how to do it properly in the future. So this is the growth of the Viva Payment Solutions, the exchange, before the start of EXW. So they had average turnover of 1.3 million euros per month. And I don't calculate what happened in the last month and don't want to really know what happens in the future. So you see that there is a lot of work done by in front of, and there will be a great growth in the future. So this is really great. What is very good, and somebody told me that the back office is that easy, that every housewife can do that. That's no affront or something like that. It's only that it's very, very easy to use. And you see that here you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, EXW, and Euro. And here is the prices of at the moment, the token and the Bitcoin. At the left side, you have the menu. And I'm going to click here. This is the wallets. This is here the protocol, what happened. And you can go to everything here. As you see, there is the paper plane for sending cryptocurrency. There is the deposit sign with a box for a deposit. And this circle sign here is to transfer it. And the transfer is really easy. Also, you click here what you have, and here what you want, the amount, exchange now, and done. Everything really good. And since it's a European company, you have to have a KYC, know your customer. You have to prove yourself that it is you with the passport, with the selfie with the passport. Do that beside your head and make a photo only of that section. And also a proof of residence where you live. So that this shouldn't be older than 3 months. You upload every document one after another, and after that it takes about 1 maximum 2 days to get the proof, and after that you can deposit in euro and withdraw in every currency. So for the withdraw you have to have the identity approval. So that's very easy. And the big and main question is, how is the revenue or the bonus generated? The bonus and the revenue is generated through the work of the exchange, because they do work also for white label parties. They only transfer from Bitcoin to euro, or from euro to Bitcoin, and therefore they have fees like 3 to 5% for transaction from euro to Bitcoin, and vice versa. They do have some of the money working in a trading company, and therefore we have a proof. We have a trading report, and we have a trader call where he goes through all the list of the trades, and I can say, I want to see the trade number 7,416, and he has to log into Binance or BitMEX account where the trade happened and show me the trade in the live real trading account. So that is, I didn't get CC there, saw that in any other company happen. And also trading in digital assets, that means not from fiat currencies or euro to Bitcoin, but if you have Bitcoin and you want euro, Ethereum, or if you want from Bitcoin to EXW token, that is trading in digital assets. Also in the future, I think this month or next month, the car long-term rental program, this is also running at the moment. They have 22 cars out now for the company. And this generates also revenue, which is provided then to the bonus to our account. So everything is generated by them. So here are the facts. The exchange makes daily profits, so therefore we have an automated income every day. This is a real company. It's a GmbH in Austria and a DOO that is like the same in GmbH in Slovenia. We have exchanger on the market over 1 year, and the real trading with proof that's the facts. And go for the trader call, look at it, and you'll see that there is really a proof in everything. So how does it start? You start from minimum 500 euro, but my suggestion, do 550 euro, because there are some fees if you transfer it, and after the subtraction of the fees, if you start with minimum 550 euro, you have 500 left, because under 500, if you put it in the bonus wallet, you don't get a bonus at all. So over 500, you're fine. The more the better, but start with minimum 550 or at least 1,000, then you have probably 100 euro a month. There you can go to the cinema, for example, and do something else with the money, or put it again on top of the bonus here, on top of the bonus wallet, and you get more every month. So the payouts are from 0.1 to 0.32%. Why is that span? This is explained easily because in the last 6 months, they had no problem by by giving you 0.32% a day. But if something happens on the cryptocurrency market, for example, it goes 40% up or 40% down, they have to adjust in the back end something. And better to say, okay, then we pay 0.1% and pay it longer. But if they say, okay, we have to pay 0.32% and then they can't do it in the back end because things happen and you have to be prepared and to be able to adjust some things, there you have the time. And I love to have 0.1% for 10 years rather than 0.32 for half a year, and then they get broke because they overdone them. So that's, but if the market run like in the last half a year, the 0.32% is no problem at all. So when do you start? Right now, of course, because if you start not today and you look after it 1 month ago or in 1 month in the future, you say, why didn't I start now? Because I lost 1 month, and time is more precious than money. So start right now, start working and start telling others about that great opportunity, and you will be lucky in the future. In 3 months, you won't believe that you are at that place at what you find now. So this is really great opportunity. So that was my ice machine here. Okay, so what happened or what happens when I talk to people? There is a recommendation participation that is compensation levels 10 levels deep. And what do I get there? I'm gonna tell you now. So it's 50%, 20, 20, 10. You can read that by yourself. But what is paid out here? You don't get anything about the deposits of your recommended persons. So let's say you have one person and he say, okay, wow, I think that is really cool. I put 10,000 euro in it. You don't get any cent of that 10,000. So the 10,000 euro are meant to be worked in the exchange and what they do, the work they do. So when they earn a bonus and when your recommended person earns a bonus, you get 50% of the bonus. So the company earns more than 0.32% and they spread it to the marketing aspect here. And so you get, for example, if you have one guy, he has 10,000, let's say 10% a month, to calculate it easy, he gets 1,000 euro and you get 500. So, and you can do that as much as you want. You can have 10,000 persons in your first line, no problem with that. You will be lucky then, but and everybody who is in there also, because they earn passive income, and you get 50% of all the earnings in the first line. And here 20%, for example, that's this guy with the 10,000 is in the second level, you get 200 euro and so on. Okay, and what do you have to do to go to the first, second, third level, fourth level, etc.? For the first, it's normal. You have to recommend only one person. Then you have the first level. So if you have 2 direct partners, you get the second level, and if you have 3 direct partners, you get the third level. So, and here comes a little jump, because you know what you're doing, because you did it also 3 times. And then you have to have 6 direct partners to achieve the level of the 4th level. So, and then it goes up in 2 sections. So every 2 more, that is 8 to the 5th level, 10 to the 6th level, 12, 14, 16. And since you're a pro recommender here, a Diamond Ambassador, it's no problem to have 20 for the last segment, for the last and the 10th level. That is really cool. And calculate that up what happens if, because here you only get 1%, but there are far more people in it. So I'd love to have 1% from 10,000 people than 100% from 2 people. So calculate it up. It really is good to speak about that. So now an important thing is, why is the EXW token so important for the Bitcoin and Ethereum stocks, and also, of course, for the Euro stocks? The EXW token, the price of the EXW token, as you should know, is determined through 3 factors: the amount of money and the turnover of the exchange, the amount of bonus what the exchange earns, and the amount of bonus what the trader earns. So these 3 factors, there are far more ingredients in the price determination of the EXW token. But these three things, if you break it down to three things, this is the main important thing. So the more money comes in, the price goes up. The more bonus they get, the price goes up. The more bonus the trader do, the price goes up. So if we do some recommendation and start growing fast, the price will grow also fast. And for example, since Bitcoin and Ethereum have to have Bitcoin and Ethereum in stock, for example, because they are in exchange. If you go with euro to the exchange and say, I want to have Bitcoin, they have to have it in stock. So therefore they need our money. So we buy the EXW token so that they have the money, they can work with it. And for holding the EXW token, we get still simply a bonus on the EXW token. And if you want to transfer it again from EXW to Bitcoin, then you can cash out like the bonus you get. So that's easy. And that's also a legal part in Europe, because if you have these all in stock, this is only like selling and buying potatoes or apples. There is no law or something what is against you since this year. But in the next future, we have to have some structures for and some other legal stuff to do. And therefore, we have to grow fast to be prepared and to do that in the future. So that is why we buy the EXW token and get rewarded on the holding on EXW token. So let's talk about a little on the EXW car long-term rental program. And probably this will be also available in other countries than European countries. For European countries, it's very good because I told you, I wrote here, without Schufa query by own qualification. In Germany, for example, you have, if you have stress and some bad things with your local bank, they do a notice and then you cannot rent any car because they say you have problems with that bank, so that you cannot rent the car because you're not worth it, so you don't qualify for the rental of any car. So here you can earn your qualification by the work in EXW itself. Let's say, for example, if you earn 1,500 euro a month in EXW, you're qualified to rent, let's say, an A-class Mercedes. Okay, and the E-class Mercedes, let's say, regarding the what is in the car, costs about 500 to 600 euro a month. It gets subtracted from your daily earnings, and if you earn more, you qualify for the better cars. Yeah, so you can rent a car which is appropriate to your income in EXW. So you don't need any bank to get a very good and very beautiful car. So this will be at least at end of October this year. So, but there also have some cars running outside, I think 22 cars at the moment. And so they only have to do the work, and this is no question. If it comes, it's only a question when the work is done. So next year in January, we get the official app for the smartphones, but I can tell you the back office is really, really good to be to go in the mobile section of the browser. You can do that very, very perfectly. But this is necessary for the next part, the payment tool license. So that is like a providing license. For example, if you go to a shop, yeah, or a customer goes to a shop like Walmart or let's say Aldi, Lidl. I don't know if this is in other countries also. They have, I think Aldi, Lidl is very, very widely known. So they have a customer from, let's say, Aldi. Okay, and he brings the money and he says, I want to buy in or pay in Bitcoin. So you need a license to take the money from the customer from Aldi, transfer it into euro and send the euro to Aldi. So therefore you need a license. And this also, Benjamin did this also in another company, and they have started the working for the payment tool in May next year. And when that happens, you have very, very good reputation, because there comes only money in the exchange because they only transfer and they don't get the bonus like we do. So when this happens, this is a very good safety stuff for us, because we know there is a huge market and we earn a lot of money from persons who don't get any payouts like we do for making the exchange that grow that big as we do. Okay. Let's see. So let's sum it up to a summary, like in the security. We have the own e-payment license in May next year. We have FCA regulation in preparation for next year, because next year some laws changes, and they also already speaking with the authorities to have to continue the work in next year. That is no problem because they know them personally. So we have active Bitcoin and Ethereum wallets. And later on this year, we'll get the Bitcoin and Ethereum, also the private keys for that wallet. So we have a higher level of security here that is very, very good. It's maximum transparency because we have the trader call, as you see, and let's see, with Mark Bendrath, the master trader himself, and you can look at all of the trades. We have a German support, and also I think in English in the various next future. We have an open company book since it's registered and transparent as a GmbH and DOO in Austria and in Slovenia. Server farms are repeatedly secured and mirrored. Also, we have a technical team that includes some former bank programmers. They know what to do and they do it very fast. And you can visit the headquarters in Austria with prior registration. So just tell them you want to come by, stop by and get some coffee or something like that. Speak with the representatives, and this is no problem here. So thanks for your attention. This is everything about EXW, the great opportunity you have, and say thank you to the person who invited you today. This really, really is a good point and a good opportunity to you.